farmers, welcome back to Elmcreek. Just checking out my production buildings over here. The lettuce is being made, the eggs are being produced, everything is looking good. We are on the first day of July and it is harvest time here in Elmcreek. Upper right hand corner, you may notice we got another $1 million in the bank account because I borrowed another $1 million, making our loan up to $5 million because I am going to spend it maybe all today, who knows. I've done some fertilizing contracts on the second day of June. And also, I tried doing a couple this morning, but it was raining this morning. When it is raining, you cannot do fertilizing contracts in 22. I think I could do it in 19, if I'm not mistaken. But in 22, that's a no-go. So it rained all morning, just passing the time. And I got it down to 1 day a month again. Just because I don't need it 2 days per month because I'm paying a lot of interest per 1 day. And really, I don't need it at 2 days anymore because the production buildings are only going to produce so much per a month. Doesn't matter if you're playing 28 days a month, 1 day a month, it's all going to produce the same amount from what I've been told. So, down to 1 day a month. But we are ready for harvest. Get rid of all these weeds. We're going to harvest some wheat today, make some straw swaths. We are going to put down our cow building just to see what it kind of needs. The grain that we're getting here, most of it is going to be going to the granary, which we have not bought yet, in the way of that car apparently. So move the car along. There we go. And also we're going to buy, like I said, we're going to buy the grain mill. I may have said the bakery. Got to buy the grain mill first to make flour. And then on the way back from one of our trips, we dump off grain. We're going to buy the bakery as well. I'm not going to be putting down the no handcuffs mod production buildings. I want to leave the ones on the map and use those, just so we can travel around the map a little bit more. As for the animals doing rather well. Let's go into see what they're doing here. So already our sheep, our older sheep, are already in the reproduction state again. So they gave birth to some sheep, and already in another 8 months. I forgot what it was. Is it 10 months or is it 8 months? Whatever it is. We'll have some more lambs coming out. Our first chicken building is doing well. We're up to, where is it? 150 chickens still. But we should be getting some chickens here next month. And our first chickens, we got to wait for them to get a little bit older before they start reproducing. But they are making some eggs. So enough talk. Let's go ahead and get some work done. And when I get done, I want to test out something like somebody may have mentioned, but I have not noticed. We're going to repair something today as well. I think the total, from what they said, the total is not the total that I'm being charged to repair it. The total, I guess, might be telling me how much it ups the value of the vehicle. So we'll have to wait and see. I got the header on the John Deere already, so we're ready to rock and roll here. Let's go ahead and lower the header. And did I forget to attach something here? Why is the header... Why is my header not going? Alright, let me unfold the John Deere one more time. It's unfolded. Let's go ahead and just double check here. Like I said, it just got done raining, so I don't know if the crops are wet and it's going to allow me to. Okay, what did I forget to do here? I think... Oh, you know what I forgot to probably do? Attach the hydraulic hoses and the PTO shaft on the header. That probably helps, Sir Peanut. Hey, look at that. When you attach hydraulic hoses and the PTO shaft, it makes the header work just a little bit better. And we are burning down the strip of the field. Ah, yes, a wheat harvest. So, finally going to get rid of all these weeds in this field, and we're going to get the field prepped up nicely. Some of you have said, because I've been mentioning that what I'm going to do is we're going to fertilize the field, and then we're going to put lime on the field, and then when I go seed it with fertilizer in 19, that would give us the second stage of fertilization. But some people are saying that's not going to work. I mean, we're going to try it that way, see if it does. But if it doesn't fertilize when I'm seeding, then I'll just take the fertilizer out of the seeder and put it aside. Then we'll just have to fertilize it after it gets to the first growth stage and be happy with it. So most of the grain, like I said, we're going to be getting from here is going to be going up to the grain mill, which is at the northern part of the map. We'll have to go up there and deliver it, and we'll see how much capacity it takes. I think Epideth said, but this is on the spinnery, that it took like 45,000 liters, so I expect to get more than 45,000 liters of wheat today. Do I? Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. We do have 4 fields. I think this is like the medium-sized field, if you will. That field there is not too bad. Our first field is a decent size, and the field down by the olives is rather small, so that may not produce as much. But my goal for today is just get the fields harvested, bring the grain up to the grain mill. We're going to spend a lot of cash putting down our cow barn, because that's like $750,000, because we're going with the biggest and the best, and see what that one's all about. And we're not going to buy the cows today because I don't have any silage to make some TMR, but we'll probably be buying a bale wrapper here very soon. I still got those grass fields up by the sheep, and that grass field is ready to be cut, so we can make plenty of silage bales. I may only get like maybe 2 to 5 cows. We'll see how much food they require before I go ahead and just jump in a whole bunch of cows. And of course, when we get cows, they're going to reproduce. I don't know, can you turn off reproduction? I know it sounds kind of a weird thing, but say I just want 2 cows. Well, I guess I could sell if they reproduce. You know what? No, let them reproduce, because I can sell them. So yeah, if I get too many cows, we'll sell them. I guess that's what we can do. So, been checking out this store for the secondhand used equipment, and literally nothing there that we're looking for. Not even something like, well, I want that, but I don't need it now kind of stuff. It's just like stuff I look at, I'm like, no, I don't need that at all. I don't need sugar beet harvesters. I don't need whatever it may be. At least not the route that we're going. There was a TMR mixer. And it's like, well, I don't need that because the barn we're going to be putting up will have its own TMR mixer in it with the robot. That's right. If you don't know, I said a robot. Yes, a robot will be feeding the cows. Kind of almost like in Griffin, Indiana series that we're doing, to where we have a TMR mixer and a machine that kind of feeds the cows. It's going to be kind of like the same concept, but just different. Alright, so far so good. So 5,000 liters on one pass. Like I said, I hope to get at least 50,000 liters a week, just so I can see if I can really top off the flour mill, grain mill. The spinnery, by the way, I deactivated that. That spinnery has gone through and made the little amount of wool into fabric that we possibly could. So we just need more sheep to make more wool, so I can make more fabric. And there's not enough fabric there to spawn, so I can bring it on down and put it into the tailor shop. So we'll just have to wait. Be patient and wait. We need those sheep to reproduce a little bit more. Can't happen fast enough. So that's why also going down to 1 day per month again will speed along that process. We'll just pass along the months a little bit quicker. In the meantime, I gotta do a lot of fertilizing contracts, because borrowing another $1 million, I'm guessing my loan interest rate at midnight is probably going to be pretty close to $20,000. Eventually, the farm will actually make some money. That loan interest rate, though, is just a killer. I mean, I kind of went through this a little bit. I mean, it was a lot worse in the Pacific Northwest Challenge that we did last year. But at least there, we were not running seasons, so every 2 days the fields were ready. And I bought everything that we already needed. But then again, that was a $55 million loan challenge. This year, we're only at $5 million. Just 5. We're good. We're all good. So the weeds and no lime is probably hurting our production by 35%. And it's only one stage of fertilization as well. So yeah, the yield's not going to be great, but hopefully next year we're going to be switching over to barley, only because we can plant barley and wheat at the same time. But as we saw in the calendar in previous episodes where I've shown, the barley will be ready to harvest a month sooner. So In the early stages, I want the crop to grow a little bit quicker and give you a little bit more chance to harvest it earlier and get the process going again. One field done. I'd say pretty close to halfway done on the second field. And this load right here should fill up our trailer in the John Deere over there, our Brantner trailer. And when it's full, we're headed on up to the grain mill to purchase that and start making some wheat flour, or it'll just be flour. But yeah, we'll start getting that process going along on the way back. Like I said, we're going to stop at the bakery. At least by buying the bakery, I can now actually see the recipes that actually it calls for. I think we can just make bread and cakes in there. I think. At least I know those two. I know some people said I need the oil for the bakery, but yeah, we'll see. But that was early on when people were saying that. I haven't heard much of that recently, so maybe. But we'll find out here not too long from now. Let's go ahead and turn off the harvester. So a couple things I do want to mention. The things that I am keeping my eye out on in the store page. A lot of things you know about. But I am waiting for the X9 John Deere harvester to come up for sale. I think the base price of that brand new is like $550,000. And the main reason why I want to get that, because I do have a modded header for that, so I can harvest kind of like I did in 19 at almost double the speed. This makes my work a little bit faster, and it does make it easier to make videos when you don't have to spend as much time harvesting a lot of fields as we do. Looks like our trailer is full, so I'm going to turn off the combine here. And I think I left this John Deere running. Let's go ahead, turn around. So, we are in the bottom right-hand corner, or the southeast corner, if you will. I need to go directly to the northern part of the map. So, just to show you where we are down here, right here, and I got to go way up here. So, basically, let's see, if I go here, take a left, and then take my first right, I get to what I would call Main Street, goes right across the center of the map. Kind of go up through here, and then take this road all the way up along the river, take a right, then a left. It's going to be a little bit of a journey, but I shall get there. The other thing I'm starting to notice on this John Deere is it's starting to get a little bit low on fuel. We got like a third of a tank left. Plenty of time. I mean, I do have 11 hours on this tractor, so probably I can go a couple more hours before it needs fueling up. But I will meet you when we get close up to the grain mill. We'll purchase that, like I said. And on the way back, we'll stop at the bakery, purchase that, and then get back to harvesting. Kind of going along the same route as I took yesterday, a little bit from the sheep pen on up to the sawmill. If I went straight, that'd bring me up to the sawmill, but we need to go this way, and now this way. Been up here before. We fertilized a couple fields up here. This is where I did the plow job, but then canceled the plow job. I'm going to go down to the river. I probably could go to the bridge, but I don't know what the weight limit is on that bridge, and we got a lot of grain back here. Plus the John Deere could use a little bit of a bath, maybe. I don't know. I do got my beacons and my hazard lights on, so everyone can stay out of my way. I did see actually a video today. I was actually searching just to see if by any chance, I knew there wouldn't, but if it was, I said, it can't be right. If Course Play was available yet for Farming Simulator 22, because I didn't know how much needed to be changed for it. And someone had a video on there of a hit and run, as they called it. And it was kind of, it's funny as heck, I tell you that. They actually had a worker going from one spot to another, and they were following the worker, and an AI car just cut over and rammed into the tractor that had a grain trailer just like this, full of grain, and knocked it right off the road. Alright, so this should be the grain mill that we're going to. I think we'll need to be bringing it up there. Let's come over to here, and 96,000, buy the building. Yeah, okay, we bought it here. Alright, now let's go up and drop in our wheat grain. I'm not going to be proper about it. We're in a tractor, so we can go right up the hill here, maybe. Our 6R did pretty well there. Alright, so 33,600 liters of wheat going into our grain mill that we just purchased. So, while that's unloading, we're going to go in here quickly just to see. These are prices for today. So, the grain mill would have paid me $3.83 for the wheat today. Looks like the best price was $4.29. But this is based on today. I hate going saying, well, according to the seasonal fluctuation prices. We're actually, let's see, prices are actually pretty good for the month of, yeah, prices should be way down here according to the fluctuation chart, but you can see the prices are way up here, whatever they equal. Anyways, we are making flour, so let's go back to this page here. It makes it, I guess, easier. $430 is the price for wheat currently. We are going to be making flour next. Flour goes for best price 608 and climbing, but we're going to take that flour and make bread, and bread prices are almost at $1,500. Not too bad. This page here, instead of me getting out of the vehicle, I can go now here. So now you can see the grain mill is down here. So we can make wheat flour, barley flour, oat flour, and sorghum flour. We're going to go in here. So it's 150 grains for 120. Barley does not do as well. Oats. Look what the oats do. The oats, you actually gain. Here comes this word. You actually gain literage again on the flour. You put in 150 and you get out 188. Sorghum actually does just as well. Not just as well, but it's actually a profit in literage. Looks like the incoming materials we can store a lot here, which is good. And apparently we're already making flour. Interesting. We are running, and it's storing it. So we are good. So I can bring up a lot of wheat here, but I got to keep the wheat, some wheat, just because we do have chickens and we're going to be getting more and more chickens. But the grain mill does hold a lot more than apparently like the fabric places do. So when I hit 1,000 liters of flour, it should pop out there. The good news is we got plenty of grain to bring on up here. So I'm going to head on back down, take the main road. Might as well go by the bakery next. Probably won't be throwing that in to the bakery today, but we'll take a look at some recipes of what the bakery actually does. Eventually I would like to make cakes but I mean, we saw the cake prices and I was kind of disappointed in the cake prices. I'll double check again when we get to the bakery, but the cake prices seem awfully low for the amount of ingredients we're going to need, I do believe, for the cakes. I'll meet you at the bakery and we'll just double check on this. Just cruising on down Main Street. There is the gas station right there, which I could use some fuel, like I said. Don't really need it today, but I am seeing some fields are ready for harvest. But as we know, and I've been told, don't do small fields because you just don't get enough grain off them to complete the contract. So we'll leave it as is. Coming up, this should be the bakery, if I'm not mistaken, or is this a restaurant? It says bread out here, so I think this is the bakery. Buy building bakery for $50,000. What is the one before? What is this one down? No, never mind. I thought there was one here I could buy. Apparently not. Buy the bakery for $50,000. Yes, the building is now ours. So. Alright, so that's where we bring the material, and that's where it dispenses it. Let's go over to here and just come into the bakery. So bread just takes flour, and half of what we bring in will make bread. Easy as is. Cake, as we can see, cake. So right in here, it just needs strawberries, butter, eggs, milk, sugar, and flour to make cake. Better make a lot of cake for all those ingredients. So eggs, we are currently making eggs. Strawberries, we can do that in our greenhouse. The milk and butter, we'll be able to do that after we get some cows. And we actually, I'll have to buy the dairy building to make butter. And sugar, Well, I guess in order to do that, I'm going to have to buy the sugar factory and start either doing sugar cane or sugar beet. But I've been told sugar beet is very profitable. So you put all this ingredients in, and you get out 20 liters of cake. All right, we'll see how that goes. Make sure it's on storing. But let me just go down here. So how much are cakes selling for? I mean, it's not bad, honestly. I mean, you may look at it like, well, it's 3,300, but that's a lot of materials you got to bring in to get what you get. I don't know. We're a long ways down there, but I mean, I could sell the flour. I mean, look what the cost of butter is. Sugar is so-so. Strawberries. Yeah, I mean, it's there. I mean, I don't know. We'll see how it is. I mean, we're a ways off from doing that. I hope to eventually get to doing that. We probably will. I'll just keep borrowing money if I have to. Wow, I'm down to 880,000. And that money is going to go out the window really quick, because pretty soon here, I am going to put down the cow barn. But I'm going to go back, finish up harvesting that one field. That'll leave me 2 more fields to go. I'm trying to figure out how much wheat I want to keep in the silo. I may bring the sorghum up and make flour with that, because I actually will get more out of it. Yeah, it's stuff to think about, that's for darn sure. But I definitely want to make sure I keep enough feed for the chickens, because, like I said, the chickens are going to start reproducing faster and faster, because we're just going to get more and more chickens that can reproduce. And as we know, the modded chicken coop that we put down holds 650 chickens, and the other one will hold 320 something. So maybe what I'll do is the rest of the grain I get from this field that we're harvesting, I'll bring that up to the grain mill. And I think the wheat I get from this field and the other field, I will keep in the silo, because it's another year before I have another harvest. As I'm harvesting these last few rows of wheat in this field, I was just kind of going in my head some of the prices that we were just seeing from taking wheat to flour to bread. And at first it seemed like, oh, that seems pretty good. But I think I want to go over some numbers just to see, are we actually making a profit or not? So when I get done here with this field, I want to just dive into those numbers just a little bit and do some quick math in my head. I'll probably get ridiculed on my math. But I'll try to do as quickly as we can. I just want to get a rough idea. I mean, I already got the factories. I'm doing it already. But the thing is, the question is it feasible to do it? Now, just we got to remember, I am on hard economy. Now, I don't think going from easy economy to hard economy, that does not change the prices of the factory buildings. All it does is just that when you put on hard economy, it's the products that you sell for a lot less. So just remember, the numbers we're going on will be on hard economy. If you go on easy economy, the numbers are going to fluctuate probably a little bit different. But still, you're going to be in the same boat as, is it feasible? Are you making more money by taking wheat and producing it to flour and then into bread or whatever that you decide to do with the flour? Is it, are you making much more money to make it feasible to buy the factories, and how long before you pay the factories off and such? I got to pay attention. We're almost full here on the combine. Almost full. All right, I'm not going to get it all in, so why push it? So the rest of this grain from this field here will be brought up to the grain mill to make flour. And like I said, the other 2 fields, I'm going to harvest those after this episode and just put that into the grain silo. So while this is unloading, all right. So basically, I need to start off with. No, let's start with the production buildings. Okay, how can I do this here? So if we just base it on 1,000 liters of wheat, so we know 1,000 liters of wheat. Now let's see how much 1,000 liters of wheat makes into bread. So 1,000 liters. Let's see, that is 120 and 150. That's 80%. So 1,000 liters of wheat will make 800 liters of flour, if I'm correct on that. That should be correct. 800 liters of flour. And then, if I go here, So it's twice as much flour as bread. So 1,000 liters of wheat will make 400 liters of bread. I think that's correct. I think I did my math correct there. So if I go to here, and right now, what do we say? Wheat is going for, at best price, $4.29. So flour is next step. Where are we here? Flour is selling best price, and these are the current prices as of now. Of course, they can fluctuate. $6.09. $6.09. So I lose 20%. 20% of is like 80. So I'm trying to think, does flour... it doesn't like flour actually profits... I got to pause here for a second. My brain just locked up because I did that math quick, and now I'm stuck on this one here for a second here. 80%. So I got to take off 20% of this. So that's 120. So that's 480. I would make, from 1,000 liters of wheat, I would actually make 800 liters of flour. So that price should be $480. I would get $480 selling that. So 480 from 429. Okay, so you do make a small profit on the flour. Wow, I hope I'm doing this right. And bread sells for 1,500, and 1,000 liters of wheat will make 400 liters of bread. So that'd be like $750, probably somewhere around $700 worth of bread. So 1,000 liters of wheat will give me $700 worth of bread. So yes, you are making money, but it's going to take a while. Just remember, these prices are in hard economy, but I'm pretty sure roughly making the same amount of money. Well, you can see what I'm saying anyways, I think. Hopefully you can see what I'm saying. Hopefully I did that math correctly. Maybe someone's sitting down now with a calculator and trying to figure it out. But I think my math there, quick math, should be pretty close. So yeah, we're making money, but it's not like you're making extreme more amounts of cash. But the whole point is, yeah, you are making more money, but I just spent like $150,000 on the buildings. So it's going to take a while to get my money back on the buildings. But, you know, the whole process is, if you're on the map for a long time, then, well, in hard economy, it's going to take longer to get that $150,000 back. On easy economy, probably not that long to get that money back. But it gives you something to do rather than just taking the grain to a sell point and sell it. It gives you more steps to do. It gives you something to do if you are playing with seasons on. It gives you something to do during the winter months to transport stuff around. So yeah, I mean, like I said, this series is all about just trying some things out, some of the new stuff, and seeing how it goes. I know I keep borrowing money. Doesn't really matter. The money doesn't matter, but I'm borrowing it, and I am putting it into the loan. All right, so that grain there, like I said, that grain's going to go up to the grain mill, which I'll bring up there shortly. But before I start spending any more cash anywhere else, next thing I want to do is we're going to put down the most expensive cow barn that there is. I think I'm going to put the cow barn... I think I own this land over here. For some reason, I kind of want to put it over here and give myself some... I don't know how much room I need for the cow barn, so let me back up. Let's go to here. Construction. That took a second. Animals. Cows. $722,500. And wow, that building is flipping huge. Can I scroll out, please? Thank you. There's the gate for them. Oh, so that's about as much as I can scroll out. All right. Let's just go ahead and put it down. We'll give them some shade and some bushes in there. I think you put it there. I did. That's good enough, right? Hopefully that's good enough. Not too bad. So, cow barn feeding robot. Animal, health food, milk, straw, slurry, hay, silage, straw, mineral feed. There's a lot of new stuff here. I haven't watched any videos on cows yet, so it'll be kind of interesting. So over here, I do believe this is where the silage goes. Yep, we know about silage. I wonder if I can just take like wrap bales and put them in here. Don't know. This is straw. And that is that just regular grass? It says hay down there. It doesn't say grass. It says hay. So I'm going to have to make hay. That should be the symbol for... I always get the symbols mixed up between hay and grass. I can find out a lot better. Grass. Yes, it's not as green. So that's definitely hay. So to make hay, I need a tedder. And the reason why I want to put this down now is because we got to make silage bales, and I got that grass field up by the sheep. The sheep should have enough for a while, and sheep can take hay or grass. So the next time we cut the grass, we'll have to go ahead and make ourselves some hay to bring out in here. Straw we have, that's not a problem. Silage we don't have, and of course cows we don't have. There is the robot. We'll see how that works out in the future. Do I actually... I should not have to bring water here. So the only thing I don't really know about is the mineral feed. I'll have to kind of do some research about what that actually does. If we go to the store, where is that going to be located here? Is that under pallets? I think it's under pallets, right? I think I saw it there. Mineral feed can be added as part of your Total Mix rations to feed your cows. So I'm not really sure where I would dump that in. Oh, we can open up the doors there. Oh, I can go right through that bar. All right, kind of cool. So this is where the cows would go. This is where I guess I could feed it myself, or the robot's going to feed it on its own, I hope. That's the whole point. And then we come out here to see how it looks. Oh, so it took... Okay, so it took... Oh, the barbed wire's kind of going through the trees. I see that a lot around where I live, but that's when the barbed wire fence has been there for 100 years and trees go around it. That kind of happens. But there were some bushes here. I was kind of hoping it would stay there, but that's fine. That's all good. So that leaves me $155,000, and that's not going to be enough for what we need to buy. Because the next thing we're going to be buying is... Not today, though. Not today. Hopefully it comes up on sale. So if I go down to... Bale loaders is one thing we're definitely going to get. We're going to probably get this thing right here. I might lease it. How much is it to lease this thing? Because, let's see here. Wow, $4,500 to lease it. So we tried the thing of doing a contract and we leased the equipment or borrowed the equipment. It never came up for sale in the used department. But most people have said, yeah, it seems like when you lease it. So apparently if I lease it myself instead of using the contract, it may come up for sale. So the bale loader, like I just showed, that was original price is what, $90,000, and that is for square bales, holds 14 bales. That's all good. The next thing that we definitely are going to need is some way to make silage bales. So here's Bale Wrappers, and that's only $54,000, so that's not too bad. If I were to lease that, $2,700. So you say, well, if you're going to buy it, what's this as leasing? Because you're paying a leasing fee. But I mean, if I get it for half off, so $54,000, that's like what, 27? If I can get it for $27,000, save myself $27,000. But if we add that, so I can save myself like $25,000 on the baling wrapper, and the same thing for the trailer. So I guess I could try that for the first year just to see how it goes instead of spending all the cash on it and cross our fingers it comes up for sale. But we're not going to get cows yet because, like I said, we don't have... The only thing I got is the straw, but we can get hay and we can get silage. I don't want to say pretty quick because silage, we will have to wrap it and we'll take a day or two to ferment. But either way, you know what it's all about. So, yeah, that $1 million we had, that was it's already out the window. It's already gone. I probably should keep an eye on the contracts. I do have 2 fertilizing contracts to do, but it wouldn't let me do them because even after it stopped raining, it wouldn't let me do them. And then once I get the baling wrapper, I can start taking some of these contracts for make silage bales and bring them over. And the contract I probably am only going to do is this field right here, field number 71. The contract came up last year and was like $20,000 to do it. It'll take me a while to do it, but if I get to get $20,000 and a couple silage bales, that's not bad. I was scrolling down, cultivating, harvesting, plowing, sprayer. Sprayer is something else I would like to have, but we'll get to that at some point sooner than later. Let me go up. We're just going to drop off some more grain into the grain mill. I can kind of see, has it made enough? I'm pretty sure it hasn't made enough to drop off a pallet yet. It's already up to 165 liters of flour, though, so that's not too bad. So let's bring this grain up and enjoy our new grain mill. Once again, I was just thinking, which is a dangerous thing for me, is now that I bought these buildings, of course I cannot sell nothing here. Not that I would, but where is the best price for bread? If it's at the bakery, then that'd be difficult. I can't sell there, I don't think. No, okay, so you can't sell. It doesn't be sold at the bakery. Now, if I click on flour, does it actually show me the bakery as a sell point? It does. But I won't be able to actually sell the flour there because I own it. It'll just go into storage, I think. So, if let's just say I make flour here. I don't want to make bread. I just want to sell the flour. I won't be able to sell at the bakery. I'll just have to be able to put in storage. I'll have to sell it somewhere else. And the same can be said for like the wheat. It's going to show me the grain mill. But luckily the grain mill right now is not offering the highest price. But you get what I'm saying there. Yep, so we got enough grain in there. So we should get... wait, what do I got in storage here now? Almost 50,000 liters of wheat. So that's probably going to give me 80% of that is going to be 40,000. So I should get 40,000 liters of flour. And then that'll give me 20,000 liters of bread. So, like I said, if we can kind of see what's going on here. Where are we here? Where is the bread? So 20,000 liters of bread. If I sell at the price now, that'll give me $30,000 worth of bread. Did I do that right? I think so. Now when you say it like that, it does not sound like a lot. Does it? Because I just spent $150,000 on the production buildings. But we're in year one. So, it's a start. It's a start. Alright, so one more thing I want to do before I end the episode. We're going to go back to... Well, on the way back, I am going to stop at the fuel station. We're going to gas up the John Deere. I want to see how much diesel fuel's cost. Oh, while I'm on the topic of diesel fuel, I did see on a third-party website, there is a production building for making diesel fuel. So, I would just, just maybe type in search Farming Simulator 22 diesel production building. I don't know the recipe for making the fuel. If it's like it was in previous versions of Farming Simulator, you're probably looking at like canola, could be corn, just to make, and probably water to make diesel fuel. That's what the recipes used to be. I don't know what that mod is, but yeah, I got plenty of production buildings going on as it is, as we know. So, as for making cakes, that's a lot of production buildings to build, but I'm not going to rush into those like I'm rushing into, making bread. The oil I thought was a good idea, but right now I'm not, the oil doesn't seem to be that profitable. It's a little bit profitable, but it's going to take a while to get my money back on that. But you know what? It's the fun part of this, seeing what it is, and a lot of people out there are saying the Farming Simulator 22 economy, let's just say it sucks. It doesn't seem to be working properly, so I don't know if the prices will be adjusted or we're just getting weird things going on with the economy, it seems like. Alright, let's roll on down here at the fuel station. We'll stop in, get some diesel fuel, see how much it costs to fuel up our John Deere. I'm assuming, can I pull up just to any tank? Of course, I got the markers off. Alright, if I just hit R, will it fill up? It will. And what we're used to seeing on this series right now is just watch the money go down. I keep putting money in, we just watch it go down. It's not going to be that bad. So, we're talking $400 worth of fuel for 11 and a half hours of usage. So that's not too bad. Alright, let's get back to the farm. And one last test is we're going to repair this John Deere. We're going to see how much it says it costs to repair, and we'll actually see how much it takes on my bank account. I don't think I really paid attention recently. when I was not upgrading, but repairing it. I just saw the price and upgrade. I keep saying upgrade, repair it. But a couple people said no, that's how much it increases the value of the equipment, and I'm not quite sure that it is. But you know what? I'll pay attention this time, and we'll see what it does. All right, somebody put a seed drill here. It's kind of in the way, but I wonder if I'm close enough to the trigger. Oh, heck yeah, that trigger is pretty big. It's actually picking up the trailer as well. So the John Deere, it says to repair it, it's going to cost me, well, it says repair $5,659. So my balance right now is $155. So when I repair this, in theory, my balance should be below $150,000. So let's go ahead and repair it. It actually says right there, do you want to repair the vehicle? Now here it says it's going to cost me $5,144 to repair it. So I'm going to be right at $150,000. So that is the cost of what it is to repair it. So it seems like I might be getting a little bit of a deal because we have our own repair shop instead of, so what did it say, like $5,500-ish to repair it, but then when I click repair, it says $5,100, so I might be getting a discount because we got our own repair station. But that's not showing you how much it increases the value of your vehicle. That's how much it is to repair. I think a couple of people have also said there is a mods out there for reducing the repair cost of vehicles. I'm just waiting a patch from Giants here, and hopefully it comes out soon, and maybe we'll see what that does. But what I need to do is I'm going to finish up harvesting today. All that grain is going to go into our silo. I'll see how much grain we get. I mean, this field's not that big compared to the other two. And of course we got that rinky-dinky field down there as well. That's going to take, I might get 20,000 liters of wheat left in these fields. And then we'll do the whole thing of getting these fields up to snuff on what we need to do, meaning I'll fertilize them, then put some lime down, and when it comes time to plant, we'll see if I get a second stage down. If it's like it was in 19, I should be able to, but we'll have to wait and see. We got a cow barn down over there. It's looking nicely. Eventually, I'll have to start painting some roads in over there. We will get some cows at some point, but let's see. I think next episode will probably be up by the sheep farm, sheep pasture, and taking care. We'll wrap up the grass bales that we have to get those fermenting, and then we'll cut the grass, and we'll have to get ourselves a tedder. Ted the grass to make hay, bale us some hay bales, and once we get the silage, hay bales, and straw, we'll get like 2 cows. I'm just going to start with 2 just to see exactly what we need on the cows, and go from there. So next episode, yeah, I don't think we'll have the cows yet because, like I said, we got to wait for the grass to ferment to silage. But we'll be making food for the cows that we don't have yet, and these fields will be harvested. And I may even bale up the straw bales. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But these fields will at least be harvested. But anyways, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in Elm Creek. But until then, have a good one.